Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about Superman test screenings. Been awful. They are literally talking about the test screening for Superman has been awful, and I can believe it. I can definitely believe it. We've been hearing test screenings for DC movies lately have been terrible. So this isn't the first time something like this done happened. And usually people be trying to say, oh, no, the movies aren't terrible or whatever. But then y'all don't show up for the box office. You know, the people who like to defend James Gunn and DC or whatever be the main ones talking about, oh, no, you guys are just over exaggerating. Really? Because we heard the testing for a lot of those DC movies before were horrible and they didn't do well with the audience. And now we're hearing the same thing with Superman. This is a concerning problem. I know Warner Brothers is worried. I mean, for God's sakes, David Zaslav sold his stock. He sold 30 million of his stock. Um, the day the teaser trailer for the teaser trailer premiered. Like that's a problem. Don't y'all understand that? They don't have confidence in this movie. And we heard that before when before the teaser trailer came out, how they saw several different teaser trailers, and those teaser trailers were horrible as well. So we're constantly hearing a lot of this stuff, and there's some truth to this stuff because there's no way in the world you can constantly say it's not real, but we're constantly hearing how terrible the trailer was, the teaser trailer was for Superman before we actually got the teaser trailer. And a lot of people are like trying to say, oh, um, oh, Superman's trailer did so well. Yes, but y'all have to also remember that um I saw my own videos, when I was putting monetization on some of the videos or whatever. I saw ads for Superman on my video. On my own video, I've saw the ads for the Superman teaser trailer. And remember, those ads that they're buying, those go to views. So even if you skip it, that still counts as a view. So to really sit up here and say, oh, Superman's trailer doing amazing, not really, because they're literally promoting it as an ad for people. So therefore, it's really not doing as well as possible. People are talking about how terrible the suit is. They said the suit is awful on screen, which it looks awful. It looks awful. It's so awful that not even cosplayers can make that shit look good. And I've seen a lot of cosplayers been trying to make that costume work. It's the same thing with the Batman. They tried to make that fucking costume work, and it doesn't work. We're in the era where Batman and Superman have some of the lamest costumes, live action wise, right now. And we shouldn't have. We shouldn't. But we do. And that's a problem. That is a problem. You gotta not hear me right now? That's a problem. The Batman and Superman David Corn sweatsuit are terrible. They're terrible. And again, like I always said, okay, remember this movie comes out in 5 more months. Where's the merchandise? Where's the merchandise? The only merchandise I saw was at the conventions and the WB partners, the ones who said that they're not being paid by Warner Brothers to talk good about the movie. You a whole goddamn lie. I seen a lot of y'all on y'all YouTube channels, Instagram, Twitch, or whatever, opening up merchandise boxes from the new Superman movie. And guess what? Most of that merchandise not even available for sale. We already had Christmas and there's no Superman shit for the children to buy for the new Superman movie. Because you want to know why? Because the shit suck. But you want to know what Superman was available for them to buy? Oh, yes, that's right. Henry Cavill Superman. Yeah, because Todd McFarlane released Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice Wave, and guess what? Shit sold out. Now, I don't know if the children bought it or not, but the merchandise is still sold the fuck out. It's still Henry Cavill Superman that sold. Like, this movie doesn't make sense. And then, like I said, the budget for it too is rumored to be $350 million. Like, that's more than Man of Steel. And the movie doesn't even look like it's 350 million. And remember, y'all gotta add maybe like $50 more million to it, or 100 million to it. So that's almost $500 million for the movie, which means that the movie also needs to make $1 billion in order to break even. And if it doesn't, it's a failure. It doesn't matter that it made 700 or 600. It is going to be considered a failure because it didn't make the money that it needed to make. Like, this is a problem. And everybody that's trying to talk about, oh, give it a chance or whatever. No, that's what a teaser trailer is for. That's what a trailer is for. I don't think y'all understand how trailers work, because a lot of y'all think that we're supposed to wait until we watch the movie. No, a trailer is supposed to get you hyped for it. And then if the trailer looks good enough for me, then I'll go and watch the movie. But lately, a lot of these trailers ain't been looking like shit. You know? So I'm sorry to tell y'all this. That ain't good enough. It's not good enough to get people in the butts. I mean, get their butts in the seats. It's not. There is no Superman promotional anything out for this movie. All that shit, all that promotional shit was at conventions that most people didn't show up for. A convention in Brazil, and what? Was it San Diego or New York Comic Con? Again, that's great and all. That's great and all. But it's not out in public for people to buy. And keeping it hush hush. What you keeping it hush hush for? It's 5 months from now. The movie comes out in 5 months and it's already doing reshoots. Because the test screenings was bad. And then they talk about it's in the tone of the first Captain America movie and the first Mummy movie. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the Mummy and I love Captain America, the first Avenger. But a lot of people criticize the first Avenger for being too cheesy, too happy-go-lucky, which I had told people, the same people who be talking about, oh, I want Superman to be happy-go-lucky, all that bullshit, y'all don't show up for it. Y'all don't show up for it. That's not a good standard, because that was a major criticism of Captain America, the first Avenger. That's why people didn't really take to that one. That's why they changed it up with Winter Soldier. I'm just being honest. And then now they're like, oh, Jason Momoa is now Lobo for Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, instead of being in Superman. I'm just being honest. Like, that's not even a Supergirl villain. Why the fuck is he in there? All right, because it's a distraction. It is distracting you from all the terrible news that's happening right now with Superman, Creature Commandos, the Batman Brave and the Bold. Like, oh look, but we got Jason Momoa to play Lobo. See. Look. And all y'all trying to cheer and clap like seals. No, they're trying to distract you from the fact that this shit is terrible. You get what I'm saying? The fact that we don't have no Batman, the Batman Part 2 is not even filmed. It's not in pre-production or nothing. The fact that Brave and the Bold got delayed as well. There's no Wonder Woman in sight. And Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow is supposed to be filming next month. Really? Oh, and we're also getting a Clayface movie too, because that script is done too. What? Who asked for a fucking Clayface movie? 5 years. 5 years. Still nothing from the Batman. Or Batman Brave and the Bold. Or Wonder Woman. Anything. But we're doing Supergirl and we're doing Clayface. Before Batman and Wonder Woman. Let that sink the fuck in. Then you got a Superman movie that's not a solo Superman movie. That has more super that has less Superman characters in it than supporting Superman characters. I said it would make sense if the Superman family was in the movie. That would make more sense if you needed characters to show up in the movie. You get what I'm saying? And then if Jason Momoa is going to be Lobo, he should have showed up in this Superman movie, which would have made way more sense because that's the main man's that's the main man's nemesis, not Supergirl. Supergirl and Lobo don't even hardly interact with each other, but we're going to put it in there because reasons. Because reasons, right? Ooh, look, shiny. Shiny. No, I'm sorry. I am sorry. The buzz is not good at all. And this is an insider, Snyder, I believe, on his podcast, The Hot Mic. He said the first reactions are not good. And they said we should be worried. It's the same thing as when we heard the last test screenings were horrible to the point where people were saying that they should have just continued the DCEU instead of doing this soft reboot. I mean, at this point, all of these rumors are coming out. It tends to be true. It's tending to be true because we already know that a lot of these reactions for the DC movies lately have been shit. So I don't know. I mean, it's great, I guess. No, not really. It's not great. It's definitely not great to hear any of this stuff. But I already told people like this hyping up James Gunn when he's technically a fucking failure. He only had one successful thing, and that was Guardians of the Galaxy, and that was because the MCU was doing successfully well at the time. Everything else that he's done failed. Most of the stuff that he's done has failed or barely made money for the studio. I'm sorry to tell y'all this. It is what the fuck it is. And yet, he gets keys to DC studios when he's the one who said Superman and Batman are stupid. When he said that continuity doesn't fucking matter, so then why the fuck this movie then? You know? What's the point? Or he even said how he thinks superheroes are dumb and people who are attached to it need to grow the fuck up. Okay, but you don't. So why are you making a movie then? Why are you making a movie then? If superheroes are so stupid, why are you making a movie out of it? All right, because you want my money though. You want my money, but my hobby is stupid though. Oh, okay. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Come on. But hey, it is what it is. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.